Today we are taking you on a memorable journey to a family ranch southwest of Mullen.
We are heading to the Tucker Ranch. On this property is a beautiful structure called the Eclipse Church, which has stood the test of time. In this segment, we learn more from Jack Tucker about why the Eclipse Church is so special.
Well, hi everybody. We are in the Sandhills and we are at a beautiful spot, the Eclipse Church. And joining me now with more on this is Jack Tucker, and it's good to see you today.
Thank you, John.
What is the history of this church?
We had a traveling minister, Episcopal minister in the country, and he was doing services in the different ranch houses and so forth, and he convinced the people that we needed a church here. Through volunteer labor and the help of the diocese in Omaha, with some financial help, they built this church. Started in maybe 1914 or so, but it was completed in 1916.
Can you give us a little bit of an idea of where we are in terms of how far out we are from, a town?
John, you are 30 miles southwest of Mullen in southwest Hooker County.
I've been hearing about an Episcopal bishop maybe who came out here. Bishop Ware?
Bishop Ware.
What was his role? Was he the one who started it?
He kind of got this thing rolling and started.
Now, is this now on your ranch?
My great-granddad and his family settled where that big cottonwood tree is right there. And then he donated the land and started the cemetery in 1890. But the church wasn't built till 1916.
What else should we know about the church?
The interior of the church is primarily the original architectural design and so forth. It still has the Episcopal altar, maintenance over the years and so forth. We've put in new windows, a new foundation, new roof. There's been some maintenance on it over the years. There's no electricity or plumbing.
Okay. Has there been any interesting stories related to the church over the years? I'd been told about maybe a fire that came up and the wind changed direction.
Several years ago, a controlled burn got out of hand east of here, and it came clear within a quarter of a mile of the church here. Wind changed and it went south and saved the church. There's one aspect of kind of how the cemetery was started, John. There was a family moving through. Said they had employment at Hyannis, but they had a very sick baby. They asked my great-grandmother if she could take care of the baby, and they'd come back after later when it got well. Unfortunately, the baby died, and they couldn't locate these people, and they hadn't gotten their names, so they built a small casket and buried the baby.
What's the headstone say?
They didn't know the name of the people, so it just says, "Our baby."
What is it used for now? Do people use this church now?
There is a regular Christmas service in December that draws a big crowd, maybe 100 people or so, for a Christmas service. And that's the only regular service. But the church, there's several weddings a year and an occasional funeral.
When you come here, what do you think about when you see this?
It's history to us, John. Of course, we was born and raised here and so forth, but there's a lot of history here, and it's Tucker land.
All right, so this has been really fun being here today, learning about the Sandhills and this church, the Eclipse Church. Jack, thank you very much for showing us around, and for your wife, Linda. Jack and Linda Tucker, thank you very much.
We're very honored to have you here.